Hello. Let's do a little tarot for you, okay? Let's see what messages we get. My intention with tarot is divine guidance and loving clarity. My name is MJ. I'm the founder of Ultra Love, and I'm happy to be here with you guys. Let's see what messages we get with tarot. These are for fun and entertainment. Disclaimer, use your own discernment, take what resonates, leave the rest, and endeavor to look after ourselves. So let's get into the reading. Divine guidance and loving clarity for the Ultra Love community. Divine guidance and loving clarity for the Ultra Love community. Man, that strength card keeps coming up. Okay, so for some of you, there could be a little bit of a shift in the financial situation or your ability to generate more resources. There's a powerful Queen of Pentacles. You can switch up the genders specifically in the general readings. That's testing your strength, but this could be something that you're investing in, someone that you're investing in, or somebody that comes in to invest in you. Because there's a message coming in. It's like maybe a job opportunity, or an opportunity to expand your business. I also get a sense of like our ability to invest in ourselves, right? So like being tested to the point that we're like, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to do this, like I'm going to put this, I'm hearing my money where my mouth is kind of thing. There's a butterfly in that Eight of Swords, so I'm thinking like this is definitely a culmination of transformation. And then the Ace of Swords reverse, that came up yesterday as well. So there's something about laying down our sword, investing in ourselves, committing to our personal power and strength, and committing to our like resourcefulness, committing to our ability to generate or create whatever it is that we want to create from a place of personal power. It's not like these decisions are easy, right? It's not like there's that whole sort of like love and light and spirituality, or like a sense of inspiration when it comes to law of attraction, which feels great. And yeah, it's a hero's journey to manifest, to heal, to come to consciousness, right? So there's almost like a bit of a heavy burden, even though this is about personal power. This is about knowing our worth and like embodying it, being grounded in that worthiness. Yeah, so for some of you, just being mindful too, there could be a kind of, well, maybe it's always, but there's like a new awareness coming through, and perhaps this new awareness is like pulling us in. Be aware that the new awarenesses are offering new opportunities or new possibilities. So often is the case, we do really have an internal shift to change the things outside. So if we don't change anything within, and if we don't heighten our awareness, or be responsible, or what have you, then usually things just stay the same, and if not, they get worse. That's part of understanding astrology, but certainly evolutionary astrology, that we're all in cycles, we're all in patterns, and ultimately these patterns are ushering us into like better patterns, right? But usually there's breaking points, or you could say this sort of breakdown to break through and open up our awareness to greater possibility. However, if we remain resistant and don't want to face the challenge, or don't want to deal with things, then we can stay feeling a little bit stuck. There's definitely a sense of support here for this Queen of Pentacles. This is an earth sign character, okay? Somebody really grounded, abundant. And or if it's you, you're like, I need to make this change. I need to ground. I need to commit to myself. And there are positive messages coming in. I'm just aware that some of the cards are indicating that there could be resistance, or there could be a sense of melancholy or even grief, right? Even though we know we want to make positive change, often is the case that as we move toward that greater positivity, we actually have to die to the old being that we were. We have to grieve the life that we once had, even though we know we want to change that life, right? So there's a little bit of a heavy-handed sense of grief here in amongst the empowerment piece. Some of you are healers. So like some of you would be healers coming into your power. And there's the communication house, the third house. So I think that's just relevant for some of you. Like, communication is vital. Communication is really important. With regards to the healer card, though, this could be communication to spirit, communication to our guides, communication, intuitive communication, right? So this is also about awareness, honing our awareness. Awareness has a lot to do with our intuition, becoming sensitized, right? Being able to sense and feel our entirety, versus, often is the way we were conditioned was to deny the self and put on masks and fit in to our rather sick society and cultures. Not everywhere in the world, but it's pretty rife, And then the prana card. Okay. Prana is reversed. So final messages here are our ability to slow down and connect. So prana in the yogic terminology is life force, it's breath. And I often get that, this breath is with us our entire lives. And it's an exchange. It's this continual exchange, expansion and contraction of life force, right? And it directly connects us to the deeper aspects within, and also the more expansive, connective aspects externally. And I'm really thinking about the sun for some reason. I'm thinking about the sun being this vital energy force for the earth, and how all these sentient planet beings are working in tandem, right? Just like we as people magnetize situations, we magnetize or attract certain people. There's an attraction point between these planets that are in cycles. And really, from a unified or quantum perspective, we are that too. We are moving through cycles of life. And collectively speaking, we're getting to these apex points. We're getting to these big choice points, right? Do we choose our freedom, or do we choose our enslavement? Do we choose our well-being, or do we choose our illness and our self-denial? Because so much of our modern kind of like medical paradigm denies that quantum connectivity, right? It denies our conscious connection to our own aliveness in these bodies. And so it makes it seem like our bodies are just these separate things that get sick and are annoying. And yet, certainly for me, for years, there's been a metaphysical interpretation of illness, and there's still illness, right? But there's an ability to hold it and not necessarily be ashamed of it or deny it, but allow the body to move through what it's moving through. But of course, taking full responsibility for learning how to look after ourselves. And, usually in my observation, most of us just need to be able to slow down and calm our nervous system, learn how to self-regulate. Like, yeah, it's potente, and the world is going to just keep changing. Let's choose freedom and love and greater harmony for all the beings, and just a genuine sense of care for the planet. It's our home. And just like our bodies, I always, often say that in our yoga sessions, where it's like our body is the primary home. So we want to look after it to the best of our ability. And then if we, as a people, we're looking after ourselves, it's a natural synergistic relationship that we would then look after our planet, because she looks after us, right? Hala. Alrighty, my loves, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Peace out.